Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another book recommendation video. This one is going to be a celebrity romance book recommendations. I haven't read a ton of celebrity book a ton of like traditional celebrity romances, so let me know in the comments what your favorite is. So some of these are like professional sports athletes, some of them are just like YouTubers, some of them are TV, like actually the traditional TV star celebrities. So without further ado, let's just hop into the first book recommendation I have is Lucy on the Wild Side by Carrie Rhea. This was actually one of my book club picks when I was doing my book club. So if you want so I did a full reading vlog on this book. So if you want to go see all my thoughts, make sure you go check out that video. But this was one of my top books of 2022. I absolutely adored it, and I feel like I haven't heard anyone really talking about it, so I wanted to make sure that I included this in here. The celebrity is like traditional celebrity aspect. This follows Lucy and Kai. Kai is a TV personality. He has like a wildlife show. His mom is a famous zoologist, I believe. His mom's famous zoologist. He has worked with animals all his life and is like this really big TV personality in the like animal world. And Lucy is a local zoologist, and Kai decides to do his latest special at Lucy's zoo. And Lucy has been trying to get a promotion to being one of the head zookeepers at her zoo, and so she thinks that shining in Kai's film will be the way she does it, but the first time they meet each other, she sort of puts her foot in her mouth, and so they have like quite a bit of tension at the very beginning. But as they work together and they get to know each other, they both discover there's more to each other than meets the eye, and they fall for it, and then they end up falling for each other as they get to know each other. This is like a television star and a zookeeper, and it's a really good book. It's very much a rom-com. It's really funny. The characters are really lovable. I like cried at the end. It was just, I really, really enjoyed this book. The next book I have is The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Rachel Lynn Solomon is one of my all-time favorite authors, so I had to include this one, even though it's not, they're like sort of local celebrities, I guess. But not real celebrities. So this follows two radio co-hosts. So this follows Shay and Dominic. Shay has been a producer at the local radio station for like 10 years or something like that. And Dominic shows up as like fresh out of journalism school, thinks he knows everything there is to know about it, and they immediately clash with each other. And then when like coming up with new show, Shay suggests this concept of the X Talk, where two exes go on the radio and give relationship advice to the listeners. And so their boss says that Shay and Dominic are perfect for it because they already have tension. They already don't like each other, so he thinks that they will be perfect for the show. Neither of them likes the idea of lying to the show, like lying to the people, but they end up doing it because they both have always really wanted to be on air. But the show grows super fast because they have great banter, and as the show grows, they end up falling for each other, and the rest is within these pages. So sort of celebrity romance, like they were both like local celebrities when their show really gets popular. But I love Rachel Lynn Solomon's book, so I had to include it. This one's a great one. This is also like, so it's also like enemies to lovers, workplace romance. The other one is sort of also workplace romance. So both like full of great tropes. This one is just like the banter in this book is next level. Love it. The next book I have to recommend is Maggie Moves On by Lucy Score. This one, I actually recently read this in a reading vlog for small town romance because it also fits into that trope, but Maggie is a like sort of a YouTube celebrity. She has her own YouTube channel where she fixes up houses and shows women how to fix up houses, and that they can do it themselves, that they can do all of the work themselves. She has nearly 1 million subscribers at the beginning of this book, so I would classify her as a celebrity. That's a lot of subscribers. But Maggie goes to the tiny town in Idaho where she meets Silas, who is the landscaper and contractor that she's going to use to help fix up the house. And she can't do it all herself. She does have hire some people to help with it, but she does all the planning, and she does also do a lot of the work for it. But Maggie is constantly moving, so she doesn't have time for romance, but a casual fling she does have time for. And Silas immediately off the bat is just gunning for her. He thinks she's so attractive and is just super flirty with her immediately, and so he is constantly asking her out, flirting with her, and she agrees, and she's very flattered. So she agrees to sort of a no strings attached romance for the duration of the project, but they end up falling for each other, obviously. The best part of this book, though, is, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, Kevin. The dog. He's so cute. This book is full of hijinks. It's very much just sort of things we never get over. There is a lot of hijinks with the dog in that book. There is a lot with Kevin in this book as well. And it's just a really cute book. There's even a subplot mystery going on in this as they're fixing up the house, which is a lot of fun. There's the quirky side characters of a small town. There's just a lot of really great things about this. The Silas is definitely a protective hero, so if you like that, you'll definitely like him. I didn't particularly love him, but I really liked Maggie. She was an independent boss lady, which was really cool to read about. And yeah, definitely would recommend this book. Very cute. Not my favorite Lucy score, but definitely a really good one. And then we have the Bromance Book Club by Lyssa Kay Adams. This book follows a local baseball player. He's a really big, really famous, really good baseball player. So that's why I'm counting him as a celebrity. The tropes in this book are also marriage in trouble, second chance romance. This book follows Gavin and Thea, who have had romance or marriage trouble as he's become more famous with baseball. He doesn't have as much time for her, and so he gets introduced to the Bromance Book Club, which is a group of guys who read romance books and take all the sort of tips and tricks from those books and apply them to real life, which is it's just a really fun concept for a book. These books are just a lot of fun. They're definitely not too serious. They're very rom-com-y. So he basically gets introduced to this book club and then uses the lessons learned in the romance book he's reading to court his wife again and to get her back with some grand gestures, and it's very cute. Definitely this one, this is another one that's super popular, but it's popular for a reason. It's a lot of fun. It's really cute. The main character goes through a lot of character development from reading the romance book, which I think is a lot of fun, which is funny and fun. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this book. I loved it, and I'm really excited to read the rest of the books in the series. I think all of the books sort of would fall into this trope of celebrities, because I think that all the men in the Bromance Book Club sort of are local celebrities in some way, whether it's a baseball player, hockey player, chef, something. There's always there's some sort of celebrity aspect, so I think all of the books would fall into this trope, but yeah, definitely recommend this one. And that's all of the books that I have to recommend for the celebrity romance. If you have any recommendations, definitely leave them in the comments down below. I would love to read them. I'd love to chat. Let me know if you've read any of the books I've recommended, if you loved them. Give a thumbs up if you liked this video, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.